That's a big step for you, actually, to talk about this out loud if you couldn't even tell your friends.
Yeah, I've gone through quite a bit, and, you know, it was not nice to go down the road and, you know, you suffer with leakages and stuff. I mean, I've had 5 children.
Yeah.
They were big. £9.9 was my biggest.
Oh, my goodness me, you poor thing.
Yeah.
So the issues that those 5 pregnancies left you with were what?
They were, I lost my confidence. It just changes you, because it's...
Well, you said that it sort of was this prolapse of the pelvic floor, really, and that left you in a lot of pain, didn't it?
Yeah, I suffered pain, but I also, obviously, the leakage and stuff, and the sexual, there was no sensation. It was just, you know...
You weren't happy with the way you looked?
No, not at all.
So how did you find this particular treatment?
I literally was Googling. I was looking for surgical, and then I was going through so many places for them to come back to me, and then the company come back to me and they actually said it's, you know, it's laser, it's non-surgical.
Which sounds quite amazing, but you'd think with the situation that you'd have, you think that you would need to do something, go under the knife and have something done properly. So would it have worked for you? Would it have been enough? So to describe what it was, what did you go and have done? Well,
it's laser treatment, and literally they insert it inside and then they laser inside and outside.
So we've got like a little diagram here.
Yeah.
To sort of explain. So the laser goes in.
It circles around, flashing the laser, just going round.
And it actually damages the skin, doesn't it?
It's doing little... It's causing little wounds.
Explain, so why
it's causing here is causing small, tiny wounds along the vaginal mucosa, and it kind of really kicks in to start the healing process in those tissues, which means that lots of collagen has to come, and the tissues, with the scarring, the tissues can heal and be firmer, and in your case, it completely changed things, particularly at the vaginal opening, because you said after pushing out 5 babies, your appearance in that area was different, so it's kind of just sucked things back up as the tissues have healed more taut and tighter.
How many treatments did you have?
Well, I've had 2. You can have, you can just have the one. I mean, it depends on the woman, but I like to go 110% on things.
Well, your confidence, as you said right at the very beginning, was shattered because you wouldn't go out with your friends because you burst out laughing and you had problems there.
I suffered with
coughing,
anxiety,
sneezing, all of that sort of stuff. So major anxiety. So what has it been like after?
The best thing I've ever done in my life.
Really?
100%.
It made that much difference?
I swear to you. Well, I wouldn't be here now, would I?
And you noticed the difference straight, because they say that after you've had it done, it sort of takes 4 or 5 weeks to really kick in. No, but you noticed it straight away.
It happened straight away. My sensation come back straight away, and over the 4-week period, it will carry on tightening.
Did it hurt?
No, not at all. Not at all.
So you're awake?
You're awake, they laser you, and then obviously...
And sorry, when you say they laser you, so I just want to... So you're lying there, and somebody's just there with that bed.
Ali, the nurse, she's absolutely fantastic. I mean, she makes you feel at ease. You know, you can speak to her about anything, you know, and it was just really nice to go through.
And there was no downtime either, was there? Straight after the treatment, you could go back to work and carry on. And a couple of days... How many days is it you have to refrain from sex?
4.
4 days?
Yeah.
OK, I mean, that's quite remarkable, but, I mean, it's the pelvic floor that's kind of lost it. So what did you have? The prolapse pelvic floor? I mean, there are different stages of this. People have it more severely more than others.
Yes.
Yeah, so I think to understand prolapse, you have to think a bit about the anatomy of what we call the pelvic floor. And it's kind of a sling of muscle that attaches at the pubic bone at the front and then the bottom of the spine at the back. And it's made up of... It's a sheet of muscle, essentially, that the urethra and the vagina and part of the rectum come through. Now, things like pregnancy and giving birth and actually just ageing cause that muscle to become loose and stretched and baggy. So the conventional treatments is really anything to build that muscle. In the same way you might lift weights to strengthen your arms, you can do exercises to strengthen that muscle. And that's something we recommend that all women do, irrespective of
every
pregnancy,
woman
having given
right now
birth.
is doing it currently.
Yeah, sit there and squeeze. If you don't know how to do it, try and stop mid-flow urine, and those are the muscles that you're using.
So you can't get it on the NHS, so you've got to pay for it. So it's a costly procedure, I'm assuming, and nothing comes cheap if you're doing it privately. And so what are the downsides? As a doctor, are there downsides, or is this a miracle?
Well, I mean, I have to be honest, I'd never heard of this. So I did some research, and actually even speaking to some gynecology friends, they hadn't heard of it either. But so I did manage to get in contact with somebody who knew about it. And it's relatively new, so it's not available on the NHS. And I think until there's a good body of evidence that it works and that it's safe, it won't be. But he said in his colleagues who've been using it, they've had really good results. So far, it looks as though it's safe. It is expensive. We don't know what the long-term benefits will be, so it's likely that you may need to repeat this treatment maybe every 6 months, maybe every year, we don't know. But above all else, it appears to be safe and an alternative to surgery for some women.
It's £499 for one treatment.
£499?
Yeah.
500 quid a treatment, you have two. So £1,000 for your peace of mind.
Well, you get 3 for the price of 2.
OK.
So if you need a third one...
Well, I don't need the
third one.
I don't need the third one.
Well, you can give it to a friend. Fascinating. But, of course, as we always say, I mean, if you are pregnant, best to be doing your exercises during your pregnancy, because the more you can strengthen that muscle, the more likely after your pregnancy that you'll be left in better shape. Would that be fair to say?
Absolutely. If you're pregnant, after pregnancy, and even before you're even thinking about getting pregnant, it's something to get into the habit of doing.
Do it when you're cleaning your teeth.
Every day. Do it when you're cleaning your teeth.
Yeah.
Lovely. Thank you very much.